Alright, it's turkey time. Basically, to do a deep fried turkey, you have to make sure of one thing first, and that it's not frozen. And that's for safety's sake, because a frozen turkey will have a really explosive reaction with hot oil. However, now we have a turkey that is not frozen, it's fully thawed, and the first step is to make sure that there's no excess moisture either on the inside or outside, just to be sure that, again, when it's dropped into the 350 degree oil, that there won't be any blasts as it is dropped in. So, hand me a paper towel. So, fun inside of the cavity of the turkey. That also goes on the outside of the turkey and on the inside as well. So it adds a little bit of flavor. A tiny little bit might come off during the cooking process, but for the most part it stays on and adds a lot of flavor. Okay, now with a thawed turkey and one that's been dried off and now covered in a dry rub, it'll be ready to be cooked. So next step is to make sure that your fryer is up to about 375 degrees. Ultimately the cooking temperature is 350, but when you drop the turkey in, it'll drop the overall temperature of the fryer about anywhere from 15 to 25 degrees. So you usually heat it up just a little bit warmer than you actually want to cook it. So it's important to have your turkey mounted on a bracket to make sure that it stays upright and in the correct position. So once it's in and up like this, you can make sure that the outer legs are around the outer hooks here, so to make sure that it's cooked as thoroughly as possible. Hopefully the turkey won't fly away in the process. And once you're at this stage, you use one more hook here that'll actually be a buffer between your hand and the oil. So it's very important to have hand protection because, of course, it burns a lot when there's scalding oil coming up at you. So it's good to wear gloves and usually even sleeves, but I'm going to be dangerous about it this time. It's also important to lower the turkey very slowly because as it starts to be submerged in the oil, it gets very bubbly and can kick up oil.
Along with the deep fried turkey today, we're preparing some asparagus, which is painstakingly cooked using a microwave and some water in a clear glass bowl. We also have potato salad. This was picked up at Raley's for $5, maybe $6.
Turkey from the boiling oil and this too should be done fairly carefully because it's still splattering everywhere. You can see it's taken on quite a different appearance, much darker, and you can notice that the skin is peeling away from the bones there, which is a good sign that it's all ready to go. If you don't want to take an actual accurate measurement somewhere in the turkey itself. So it needs just a few minutes to drain, and eventually it can be carved up and served pretty quickly, but it definitely takes about 10 minutes of cooling time, if not a little bit more. One other thing to pay attention to, of course, is to monitor the temperature throughout the cooking time and to have these fabulous gloves while you're doing it. So, anyway, bon appetit.